I was lucky enough to have a lot of work, you know, I'm a firm believer is what's for you is for you.
Michael B. Jordan is finally setting the record straight on what happened between him and Lori Harvey, and it looks like Michael got his heart broken by someone he thought was the one. While Lori has already moved on from Michael with British actor Damson Idris, it took Michael almost a year to be ready to open up about the painful breakup. Since Michael and Lori called it quits in June 2022, there's been a lot of speculation in the media about who pulled the plug on the relationship. While some sources claim that Michael cheated on Lori, others accused Lori of getting into relationships for clout. So what did Michael say about the split? Did Lori really break his heart? Let's break it down.
It was an experience for me to grow, you know, and learn.
Lori Harvey's dating life is once again a hot topic on the internet, as rumors recently popped up that she broke up with Damson Idris after just 3 months of dating. However, Damson's publicist quickly squashed the breakup rumors and told Newsweek that Damson and Lori are still going strong and very much together as a couple. But this isn't the only reason the internet is once again talking about Lori's dating life. Lori's ex, Michael B. Jordan, recently broke his silence on the breakup with Lori, and it looks like the breakup affected him much more than her. To give you some context, MBJ and Lori dated for a year and a half, and before their shocking split was confirmed last summer, both of them were hinting that marriage was on the horizon. Lori first sparked romance rumors with Michael in November 2020, just 2 months after she ended her short-lived fling with Future. The following month, Lori and Michael were spotted touching down in Salt Lake City for a romantic getaway, and just weeks later, they made their romance Instagram official. And you could tell Michael was head over heels for Lori because by that point, he'd always been extremely private about his love life, and he never actually claimed anyone as his girlfriend. However, with Lori, he couldn't help but gush about her in interviews and share romantic posts on social media. In January 2021, Michael told The Hollywood Reporter that he found what love was. And when asked why he decided to share his private life with the public, he said it was because he was finally in a relationship that was real enough. I think it's just the timing of everything, Michael said. It was the right time for me. Yeah, I'm happy. A few weeks later, Michael posted a photo of Lori looking all glammed up on his Instagram, and he declared his love for her in the caption. Meanwhile, Michael even received approval from Lori's dad, Steve Harvey, who said he just couldn't help but like Michael because he's the nicest guy.
And I thought, isn't he the greatest? He's just the greatest guy, isn't he?
You know what? I have tried not to like him. I have tried to find something wrong with him that I could dig in and go, because I done got rid of all of them. All of them. Some of them that snuck in the back door on me and lasted a lot longer than I wanted it to, but this guy is such a good guy, man. He is one of the nicest guys, man. I met his father. You know, I've set up with him. We've talked for hours. I just can't find nothing wrong with him.
In February 2021, Michael and Lori celebrated their first Valentine's Day as a couple, and Michael went all out by renting an entire aquarium so they could have a private tour.
Harvey took to her Instagram stories to share what the Black Panther alum did for their first Valentine's Day together, and it was super romantic.
Michael later opened up about his blossoming romance with Lori in an interview with People magazine and said he felt it was the right time to share their relationship with the public. I'm still private and I want to protect that, but it just felt like it was a moment of just wanting to put it out there and move on, Michael said, before adding, I am extremely happy. As for Lori, she first broke her silence on the relationship in June 2021 when she revealed to Bustle that she met Michael through mutual friends. We met actually a few years ago, Lori said. We had some mutual friends. I think we met out, just in passing. In September 2021, Lori appeared on The Real Talk Show and shared some more inside details about her romance with MBJ, praising him for being sweet and attentive.
You know, we just really balance each other, and I really do believe in this statement, you know, when they say, when you know, you know. And I think that really applies to our situation, and, you know, we just have a really good time together. He's so sweet, very attentive, you know. He listens to me, you know, the things that I say that I want, and he like really makes an effort. So I think that's
I just love the relationship.
The following month, Lori and Michael celebrated their first anniversary, and shortly after, rumors started flying around that Michael was ready to pop the question. Even Steve Harvey hinted during his January 2022 appearance on The Ellen Show that a proposal might be happening in the near future.
That boy come through with he trying to impress a family gift. He don't come through, you know, I'm her father, so he bought me this big 100 cigar box of the most most hard to get cigars, 100 of them in this big box, and gave that to me. He gave my wife some skis. Who do that? Only way you give your potential mother-in-law some skis is because you want her to be your mother-in-law.
In March of last year, Michael and Lori made their red carpet debut as a couple at the Vanity Fair Oscars after party, and fans flocked to social media to say these two looked gorgeous together. However, just 2 months later, news broke that Lori and Michael had decided to go their separate ways after a year and a half of dating. Fans were left in complete shock because before the breakup was announced, there were zero clues that Lori and Michael were having relationship problems. One insider told People at the time that Michael and Lori are both completely heartbroken, also adding that they still love each other. And while the source didn't disclose exactly what led to the breakup, they hinted that Michael wanted to settle down while Lori just wasn't ready for the next big step. Michael matured a lot over the course of their relationship and was ready to commit for the long term, the insider said. However, just days later, Lori and Michael both unfollowed each other and deleted all traces of their relationship from their Instagram feeds, leaving fans to speculate that some drama went down behind the scenes. A few days after the breakup was confirmed, Michael was spotted looking almost on the verge of tears while sitting courtside at an NBA game, and many fans took to social media to say Lori broke his heart. As for Lori, she refused to publicly comment on the breakup. However, she didn't seem nearly as heartbroken as Michael, and by November 2022, she'd already moved on with Damson Idris. The following month, Lori told Essence magazine that from now on, she won't comment on her love life because she wants people to know her for her accomplishments and not for the men she dates. "This moment is about me," Lori said. "I feel like it's always been about me, attached to something or someone." Meanwhile, rumors popped up online that Michael had cheated on Lori after Demois shared a blind item insinuating that Lori and MBJ's relationship was just a business arrangement. One insider claimed that Lori had a second boyfriend in the city while dating Michael, while a separate source said that Lori dumped Michael because he emotionally cheated on her by FaceTiming another woman who lived abroad. Hollywood Unlocked founder Jason Lee later added more fuel to these rumors, claiming that when he asked Lori if Michael had cheated on her, she didn't deny it.
If she wanted to be the future of the industry, let her be the female future of the industry. But I don't think she is. I love Lori Harvey. I love how she moves. And I think she gave Michael B. Jordan a lot of grace in that breakup because I heard what the streets were saying about that. And I would love for her at some point to come on.
What's the streets saying, Jason?
Well, they said Michael B. allegedly was cheating on her. And she didn't really say nothing about that. And when I saw her at the Essence Festival in New Orleans, I walked up to her and we took a picture and I looked at her and said, "You don't want to come on my show because you think I'm going to ask you something messy?" And she was like, no, that ain't it. And I said, "Because I know why you and Michael broke up." And I said, "He cheated on you." She just stared at me.
Stop, Jason, stop.
What?
Jesus,
Stop.
Jason. You going to run Michael B. Jordan back to white women.
However, none of these rumors were ever confirmed, and most fans took Michael's side and accused Lori of playing with his emotions. And then Michael himself seemingly threw shade at Lori shortly after she sparked romance rumors with Damson. While introducing Drake and 21 Savage in a fake SNL performance, Michael said the title of the duo's album, Her Loss, was relatable.
Ladies and gentlemen, presenting your musical guests for the evening, Drake and 21 Savage, performing a song off of one of the most relatable albums of all time, Her Loss.
This further fueled the speculation that Lori dumped Michael and broke his heart, and many fans pointed out that if Michael had really cheated on Lori, he wouldn't have joked about her loss. So what really happened between these two? How did they go from dropping hints about engagement to not speaking to each other in a matter of months? Well, MBJ is finally setting the record straight, almost 1 year after his breakup with Lori, and judging by his comments, he really did get his heart broken. In his interview with Gayle King, Michael made it clear that he doesn't want to give any more energy to the topic of Lori Harvey, and you could tell from his tone that he had to do a lot of work to get over her.
You've been through a very high-profile breakup, and how do you process and how do you deal with something like that?
I mean, I think for me, it's just, I was lucky enough to have a lot of work. You know, and I'm a firm believer is what's for you is for you, you know, and coming out of, you know, that situation, not to give it, you know, any energy and kind of move from that is, you know, it was an experience for me to grow, you know, and learn.
And while you could tell the breakup wasn't easy on MBJ, he also made it clear that in hindsight, everything that happened with Lori seems like a blessing because his career leveled up after the breakup.
I'm in my light right now. This is my Jordan year. I mean that. You know, this is my year. There's so much going on, so many blessings, so many great things. This is at a point in my career where there's not a lot of people telling me no, and everything's wide open.
As for fans, they're glad to see Michael has finally moved on, and they're praising him for dealing with the public breakup with grace and dignity. Michael is a very sincere and thoughtful person, one fan commented. It must have been difficult to have his relationship so highly publicized and their subsequent breakup. Obviously, he didn't mean all that much to her as she's already on to the next guy. And another person added, notice how he didn't have to dog her or talk negatively about women to move on? Class act. But let's hear your thoughts on this. What do you think really happened between these two? Do you think Lori broke Michael's heart? Let us know in the comments. And for more celeb tea, click on this next video.